When we open the book of Leviticus, many of us can feel intimidated or even bored by the sheer amount of instructions given for the many kinds of sacrifices and many laws regarding holiness and purity. Some of us might even be tempted to skip or skim over this text because of its difficulty. But given how poorly understood it can be, and how often it is attacked by critics of Christianity, it'd be good for us to get a better framework for understanding this text. Leviticus is a book that contains a variety of genres: instruction, law, and a sprinkling of narrative. Everything in it takes place in about a month-long period after the end of Exodus. So if you can imagine, the tabernacle is completed, and Moses is sharing what the Lord is speaking to him in the tent of meeting. Indeed, the phrase, "the Lord said to Moses," is repeated many times in the book. But on first reading of the text, one might be tempted to think that God is somehow obsessed with sacrifice and ritual. Is this true? I don't think so. Psalm 50 gives us an interpretive clue for looking at the instructions in Leviticus. In that psalm, God asks rhetorically, "Do I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats?" And later on he declares, "The one who offers thanksgiving as his sacrifice glorifies me. To one who orders his way rightly, I will show the salvation of God." God isn't obsessed with sacrifice. If anything, he is obsessed with the salvation of his people. Leviticus, then, is to be understood as God dwelling among his people through atonement and reconciliation. He is uplifting his people to a higher form of worship and moral understanding, especially as it relates to neighboring cultures. Sacrifices once offered to goat idols in the fields are now to be offered only to the Lord by priests at the tabernacle. Child sacrifice is expressly forbidden. Social cohesion improves. There is a growing concern for upright conduct and cleanliness, and especially for holiness. All of this points forward to the crucifixion, when all of these Levitical laws find their true fulfillment in the full and perfect oblation once offered on the cross by Jesus Christ. And as we, as Christians, look back on this text, we should be assured that God is still patiently working through us and with us, ever uplifting us to a higher form of worship in our own hearts and lives.